Jeff here, certified car care professional. I appreciate y'all watching all my car care tips. This is a very important one to listen, to watch. I want to tell you a little bit about this engine here. This vehicle came in with the check engine light on, and the code that was in there was camshaft position timing over advance. Well, what does all that mean? And why am I standing here with a oil filter in my hand and some oil? Well, I wanted to stress to you the importance of changing your oil on a regular basis. That's the most important thing that you can do to your vehicle to make your engine last longer. You pay a lot of money for these cars, so we want these cars to last as long as they can, and we want to take care of the engine. That's the heart of your vehicle. And so what does changing the oil have to do with what we're doing today? Well, the cams on an engine, and we don't get real technical and we're not how-to videos, but the cams come across the top, and that's actually what opens and closes your valves. So the intake is when the air comes in, and the exhaust is when it goes out into the exhaust system. And so what does that have to do with changing your oil? Well, used to be the oil would just come up and it would go through the bearings and it would lubricate everything. But now they use different sensors and different valves on here to adjust the camshafts, to adjust the timing, to adjust how the car runs. Used to be you'd put in some gas, and if you had cheap gas it would ping. Well, it doesn't do that anymore, and part of the reason is because the cams are adjustable. So how are they adjustable? Well, this is actually the part that we're talking about. And as you can see, or you might not can see, this looks like it's all a silver machine part, but it's actually not. There's actually, if we shine the light right there, there's actually, these are screens right here. Real fine screens. And the oil actually has to go through here, and then down on this end is the hole where it comes out, and it adjusts the cams. And so how does that work? Well, I've taken everything loose. I'm not a how-to video. I'm not going to show you how to take all this loose, but I want you to understand how it all works. And we pull these out. I've taken them loose, and you can see the screens are right here. Well, if you don't change your oil on a regular basis, and you can see the oil that's on here, and it's starting to drip, and if that oil was to get plugged up, it gets sludged up, and you can see how dark that oil is from not changing it. It gets sludged up, and then it won't go through the screen. Well, then it can't properly work this part. And as you can see on the top here, we have an electronic that plugs in, so the computer and the electronics are in this part right here. The computer's telling this to work. If it can't move because the oil can't get in there, or the oil sludged up, or the oil sludges up those parts in there where it has to work, then this part isn't going to work properly. And so why am I telling you all that? Well, because the cost to change these out and put in a new one is a whole lot more than just doing an oil change. And so that's kind of what I wanted to show you today and explain to you why an oil change is so important, and then also so you understand a little bit more about how your engine works and what we have to do to them. So as always, I appreciate you tuning in. This is Jeff at my father's shop, certified car care professional. And remember, if you can't get your car here, take it to a local shop in your area where you have a certified professional. As always, thanks for tuning in.